We've got Dan Geltrude here as well, Geltrude and Company. And Dan, I understand your office felt the quake. Everyone ran outside. Tell me a little bit about what you experienced.
Office. We're located in Nutley, New Jersey, which is about 10 miles due west of Midtown Manhattan. And literally everything in my office started to shake. And I knew immediately it was an earthquake because I had never felt anything like that, as well as everyone in our office. So we literally all went outside into an open area where we didn't have to worry about any buildings falling on us. But it lasted quite a bit of time. How about this? It was quite shocking.
Yeah, I would imagine. But Dan, I just want to confirm that you yourself did feel this, and it was not a matter of maybe having an early drink or anything like that, right? I just want to be clear.
Absolutely not, Neil. It was
All
literally
right.
The building was shaking pretty substantially.
Yeah. It was wild, absolutely wild. So, Gary, you know, we have events like these that are unusual, certainly in the New York metropolitan area. Not that we haven't had tremors and all in the past, going back to the early 80s, but nothing like this. But it does disrupt normal activity for a while, and I'm wondering what you make of it all.
Very simply, fingers crossed, no damage and no injuries at this point, and let's hope no aftershocks. You know, you're dealing with New York City. We're talking the concentration of buildings and people, I think pretty much in the country. So again, let's just hope it doesn't get worse than this. It looks like it has passed at this juncture. Yeah. If we get aftershocks, hopefully they're small. You know, I've been in earthquakes before. I used to live in California, and boy, they're scary. And when this happened, I'm getting texts from my sons in New York City. I think we just had an earthquake, and I texted back, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, we did. And then all of a sudden the reporting comes in. Again, let's just hope it stays, you know, calm and cool at this point.
Yeah, I hope that is the case. Guys, I do want to switch to the employment report that, you know, shook Wall Street in a very good way, I should say, here as we take a look at a live shot of Times Square in Midtown Manhattan. You know, a lot of people were expecting a strong jobs report, but nothing quite like the one that we saw. Job gains of 303,000, the unemployment rate coming down to 3.8%, strong surges in healthcare hiring, government hiring, construction hiring. I just wonder, though, Dan, given that strong report, whether we're less inclined to see the Federal Reserve cut rates, at least as soon as some had hoped.
I would think so, Neil. Look, if you look at this report just, you know, on a large scale here, you would think, hey, the job numbers are hot, which means the opportunity to lower rates is probably not there, which is why I don't understand why the market reacted the way it did, because I think it's less likely that we're going to see rate cuts, which what the market has really been saying is going to happen. But look, the Treasury's got a bump too. So that to me signaled the right message to say that it's less likely we're going to get a Fed rate cut.
You know, if you look at that 4.1% year-over-year wage growth, Gary, the one thing that caught my attention was that we've not seen that low a year-over-year increase since June of 2021. So, Gary, what do you make of that?
I'm not as sanguine as others right now. I believe every statistic coming out of government is based on an unimaginable $2.7 trillion added to our debt in the last year. And if you look at these numbers, a lot of government. When you can see construction, President Biden is handing out money left and right like it's Skittles for construction. I guess that's good in the long term, but right now it's just adding to our debt. I have said to you time and time again for the last year, Neil, as long as the job market stays in shape, I think we're in good stead. If we ever lose that, there is so much debt in the system, both for people as well as the government. That's where I worry going forward. And as far as the markets the last 2 days, Neil, I long for Alan Greenspan when all we had to worry about was him going from building to building with a briefcase instead of 25 speeches from different central bankers this week saying, oh, I think 3 rate cuts. No, 2, maybe 1. Oh, maybe 0. Oh, let's go back to 1, 2, and 3. And they just drove the markets up a wall in the last couple of days.
Yeah, gone are the days where we couldn't glean what the heck he was saying. Gentlemen, I don't want to break away from you, but I'm going